Big John, we are live. How you doing,
everybody? How we doing?
I am good. It's good to be here. Post National. It's good to be here.
Post all the fun in the city.
Yep, all in the
Post
city.
all the excitement.
Yeah.
A lot of good people seem motivated to be in the hobby.
Yeah, very excited.
Seeing cash flow does get you, excited and motivated.
Yeah. Even if I see somebody across the room spending, I'm like, hey, I'm hyped. Yeah. For sure. Well, the National is it's a great event. So it's gonna energize people and get people excited, hyped, motivated, ready to rumble. Talking about these cars, and then right after that, NBA schedules were released,
Yes.
so people are already excited about that. They're charting their what's happening at Christmas time. What's we already know we jump at the gate with OKC versus the Rockets, and we let KD see people get rings in the jersey that he used to play in. So,
Mm-hmm.
and what was his statement? It's about time they won. Okay.
That's how you feel, bro. But the petty of the schedule makers,
Yeah, they set this stuff up to be.
And then I think the next day they got Indiana coming to town to OKC.
Yeah, even though we all know it's not the same Indiana team, but Indiana is coming to town. I mean, you got to have those instant matchups of the Super Bowl, of the finals. You got to have that. So fans are screaming for it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, we see some key players on Indiana do their thing. We'll see. So, Big John, you got a new location here.
Yeah, it's hot. My office is upstairs, and heat rises.
Yeah.
So in the summertime with the AC on, then closing the door, you don't want the wife and kids to be hot, and then with the AC running, it's loud. So want to make sure we got some better quality sound going on.
Yeah, we have that same thing. What's up with what's the temps out there?
It's like 80 something today. It's not bad.
What did we get up to today?
Like my house is at the top of the hill, and I have no tree covering back of the house.
Oh, okay.
So like my upstairs AC is just working overtime because it's in the sun all day.
I get it. Today was 77, so we were close. Yeah. It's gonna be 78, 79 the next week or so, and then we get into the 80s. So in Connecticut, you have mild winters or the real deal?
Like what's been mild? The global warming has been mild. So usually anywhere between February and April, we'll get a nor'easter.
Okay.
And that's about it. Like end of the year, it's like an extended fall.
Okay. Interesting.
But it's been a few years since we had a November, December snowfall.
Oh, you don't get snow in November, December?
Not the last couple of years.
What do you get snow in January, February?
Flurries. Like it's usually one.
I didn't know this.
It's like one big nor'easter, and that's what we'll get. 1, 2, at most 3 nor'easter snows. So I mean, shut down for a day or two. Well, that's it.
I did not know this. I thought it was like you getting regular snow.
Nah, man. None of that Midwest. None of that regular snow. I think I've shoveled last 2 years twice.
Because when I moved to Detroit, it rained or snowed almost every day for 2 months. And I was like, I got a plan to get back to California.
Can't deal with it.
Nah, but Detroit, the infrastructure, right? So they can't really afford to put down consistent salt. So you're just slipping and sliding, accidents all the time. You have to plan your grocery shopping around the weather if you don't want to be caught up in the accident.
Right.
Sometimes I would just walk. I didn't live that far away from a grocery store. It was actually on the opposite end of my apartment.
Mhm.
And the complex I lived in then was huge. Like this, I don't know how many apartments were in that thing. I got a number one time. I mean, you drive in there and you could go many different ways to get to someone's apartment. And yeah,
I tell you what, by His grace, I have not gotten an accident in the snow. I've spent out.
I've never gotten an accident in the snow either.
But no, like I've spent out on the highway 4 or 5 times in the snow over the course of my life. Especially like 3 years ago when I see my mama. I came back and it was snowing, and I was like, and it just started. So they had salt. I sat at a gas station for 3 hours with the car on, trying to stay warm. Like I'm not driving. It's not safe. I'm not driving. But also I don't want to fall asleep. The car on and windows up. So it's like, what do you do? And then I was like, okay, it's staying salted. I'm gonna go drive a little bit and see if I can make it. Made it 2 stops before I spent out. I was like, you know what? There's a hotel on there. I'm just gonna stay in the hotel for the night.
It's rough.
Huh?
It's rough. It's rough being in bad weather. It's rough being in rain.
I wish I would just stayed. I would just stayed in the airport and stuff in the airport. That was the smart thing to do.
That would
That
have
would
been
be the smart thing to do.
But when you get where you're going, that's not the first, second, third, fourth thing comes to your mind. You're trying to get out and see how far you can get.
Because it just started, and I didn't know how bad it was going to be, and it had just started. So I thought I could make it.
Hey, I'm lucky that I've driven a lot of miles and never been. But I try to drive in a different way. When I change lanes, I slow down. Like I don't speed up to get in front of somebody. I actually slow down and then move over. I try to do certain things to lower the risk of something happening or my reaction time. It's worked, but Big Jon, how many miles? I ask this question sometimes. How many miles have you driven in your life?
Too many. At least 500,000.
I know I'm past 500,000 miles in my life. I've had jobs and been rolling all over the place to do different things and road tripping in college and going home. My school was far away from where I grew up, so
how many of those miles was with a license? That's a whole other question.
all of mine were with the license. You drive before a license?
Oh.
Big Jon, boy, you put it on the edge, man.
But you drive safely, it don't matter. You don't need a license to drive.
What age did you start driving?
I started driving at like 15. But like I didn't get my first car until I was like 23 on my own.
Okay.
I didn't get my license until I was like 22.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. But I was, I never had a car when I was in Chicago. I never had a car to go take the test. Right. And then when I moved to college, I didn't need a car.
No, you don't.
Say because I couldn't really leave campus and my school was on the bus route. So I could bus everywhere I wanted to go.
Did you live off campus when you were in school?
No, I stayed on campus.
Okay.
So it's when I moved off campus, it was like, all right, we got to get a car, just go take the test and do this real. But like, listen, you out your friend, he too drunk to drive, give me the keys. I'll drive home. I'll drive back to the
Yeah.
You get pulled over, it's one of two things. He's gonna try to drive, or me with no license trying to get us home safely. Like,
yeah.
One of two things happen. I always try to be responsible.
So let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you watched national content that's been out?
Yeah,
Do you feel like it's been more or less than last year?
more.
Hmm.
And I say that because I don't know, maybe because the regular people I normally watch, especially on Instagram, I think my algorithm may have been added up because they put out so much content that I've now seen new people.
No, on Instagram, I agree with you. I think you are definitely correct. On Instagram, I've seen more. I kind of feel like YouTube has been less.
See, I didn't search YouTube for national content
Okay.
this year. Like normally during the national, I usually search for people going live
Okay.
on YouTube. But our boys was live all the time, so I just went there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what Quiet Car Podcast did changed
Mhm.
the game as far as um, how you saw the national through their eyes. Like you had the chance to really see it through someone's eyes, not just 30 seconds, not just 22 minutes of cut up. You
Mhm.
get to see exactly what people are experiencing. And I wonder if someone else will try that method, or are they leading a new kind of way of streaming from a show? Because I've streamed from a show for like an interview segment. Well, we may have we may have several other people come through, but not walking around the show.
Yeah.
And what's cool about it is that the National got their Wi-Fi to a point. There's a time not that long ago where you can't stream at a show.
No. Well,
It's not even the internet won't allow that. So it's good that this was able to happen. Real cool.
So I just think it's people went live in national, but them to do it so long and be interactive and we walk around together, not behind a table or not just walking up to tables, is very different.
Yeah.
I am I don't know, mad is not the word. I am shocked that more of these national podcasts who they interacted with didn't come back and mention that on their podcast after the national.
Hold up, say that again. They didn't mention what?
Like more of the known podcasts in the space that they interacted with, it was on there when they came back to their separate the after the national podcast. They didn't mention like that was going on. Somebody was out 24/7 streaming.
It shocks you.
Right.
It shocks you that no one mentioned that.
A little bit.
That doesn't shock.
At least one person was like, "Oh, that was."
I hate to say it.
Good or bad.
That doesn't shock me. I hate to say it.
And I'm not saying like, oh, they named names and give shout outs. Like I would think what you saw there was like, hey, somebody was doing this thing, and that was different.
Mm-hmm. We will want to see more of that. Mm-hmm. We will want to see more people giving positive shout outs on new ways to deliver content. We will want to see that. I know I would. Love to hear people talking about it. LP said, "What's up, fellas?" Zerny says, "What's up, fam? What's up, y'all?"
So how did y'all feel about the national content coming out to national? Let us know.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the content that you saw? Would you want to see more of it? Did you want to see more from certain people? Yesterday, I watched Mamba Cards and a few others. Like each day I come in, I kind of sit down and watch a little bit. Like right now, to the right, I got Car Collector 2 on, just at his table buying stuff. Just interesting to get the vibe of. I've watched some of Jeff Wilson's content about what the National can change on, what could be different next year or in the future. Big Jon and I have talked about, and I think this is a quality concern that probably needs to be addressed, is that you're getting so big that is there a building that's going to house you in 4, 5, 6 years? This is I used to go to the National 16 years ago, 20-something years ago. I think my first National, I was a teenager. Like, this is much bigger. And the building, there's been some renovations, and now they're using the upstairs. But this building has not changed. This building has not gotten larger. They're using more parts of the building. But the convention center in Rosemont looks the same way. Which
Right.
you look at the walls and the pillars and the entrance and
It ain't had a fresh new paint in a minute.
No, the Circle Drive with the fountain out. I mean, this place has looked the same for years.
So the building's big and they got extra space that they can use. The problem everybody complained about, the second floor was too cramped. Everything was too tight.
I heard that. Yeah.
Right. So that's one. Everybody says the breaker pavilion is not needed.
Well, I would say that depends on who you talk to.
That's who you talk to.
Because some people would say you can't really have a national without the breakers pavilion. That's probably the most how would I say it? The most technology-driven part of the show.
Right.
But I remember when I was there a couple of years ago, it was like, it's bigger than that now. When you walk through, you have people that's talking to their phones because they're doing live breaks. And so you got table after table after table of people talking to their phones. One person I saw said it felt like a zombie land. Because you just focus. You focus on what you're doing. Zerny says, I liked it giving me a vibe of what to look for and how to break a week down before I go. Have a game plan. Them grilled cheese sandwiches to keep them telling you. That might be the play. Like, forget all this other stuff.
Look, I was on Instagram or something earlier, and they had this thing. So I was like, hey, we build customized food truck trailers for $5,000. And I was like, listen, might have to get one of those for the national. I got a business loan real quick.
Definitely need more food options. And I'm sitting here right now. And this just happened. I didn't even go to this. I'm frightened. Like, Big Jon, I've restricted what I'm eating and what I'm doing. I go in this place, I can't eat anything.
Mm-hmm.
I have to really prep for being there. Drink some water, but the other stuff I just cannot do. And in that area, there's not a lot of places to eat.
There's places to eat. There's just not. There's definitely not options. A lot of options for what you're looking for. I think that's the nice part of the area, is that you have lodging, you have the lodging, you have food options. A lot of things are in walking distance, so that makes it great.
Another thing that always comes to my mind, I wonder how much was actually spent on these booths. Some of these booths are laughing.
Yeah. It's not your regular. I mean, if you're going to have a booth at the main floor or close to any of the commercialized corporate areas, you can't just be a table with a cloth. Like, you need a backdrop, you need a sign, you need to look.
Yeah. You might want to drop something from the roof. You might want to have something from that ceiling. That's a presence from far away, wayfinding. You might want to have that. And then a lot of these booths now have TVs and electrical running. And it gets serious. Zerny, I'm not vegan. Vegan food would be cool. But just something besides fries, hot dogs, burgers, nachos. And we know You go to a convention center, that's kind of what you're going to have. I mean, it's much smaller places than Rosemont. It's kind of what you're going to find. You know what I desire? Probably give somebody a cool business plan. Let me go to a show and get a salad.
You know, man, you gotta. That's a hard thing.
That's
You
right.
gotta be fresh.
Gotta be fresh. Can't
Cold.
be wilted spinach.
Mm-hmm.
Wilted spring mix. I can't get sick off my fish on top. So, you know, these are the things that draw back.
Honestly, you just got to keep it super simple. Like we sell 3 salads: veggie, ham and cheese, turkey and cheese, and call it a day.
That's about it. Yeah, and that'll get a lot of people through.
Yeah, I wouldn't be playing with no basic vegetables: tomatoes, onions, green peppers, cucumbers, pickles. Like just keep it
Smoothie scent. And not really high in sugars, just smoothie scent. Yeah. What else? I would think, you all tell me what you all think. A lot of people came back from the national and spent that following week just recuperating.
Sick. A lot of people came back sick.
You know that was going to happen. You're going to get sick, or you've been on your feet and putting in more steps than you have since the last national.
Oh no, you just shaking hands with people who don't wash their hands.
But do you feel bad if you go to a public? Make it simple. Yeah, do you feel bad when you go to a public place and you just don't wash your hands? You just up in there. Hey, Big Jon. Hey, Big Jon. Hey, how you doing? And you just came from wherever you came from. Do you feel bad?
What? Even if you take that out of the consideration, cash is king at the national, and cash is the most nastiest thing in the world.
Because there are some cars you really can't get into unless you have cash.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can max out Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, and still probably haven't given enough for this car. So then what do you do?
You just got it going to the ATM.
And the West Coast card show is next week. It's gonna be similar. Cash will be king. People will be coming from all over to that event. It's gonna be trade nights. It's gonna be, you got Bo Jackson and Randy Johnson coming through to sign autographs. Big Jon, I'm trying to go for a Randy Johnson autograph.
That'll be nice.
Never met Randy Johnson. Should be cool. Yeah, but the national, we got some other big shows coming up too, but
we got there's a lot of shows popping up in Connecticut, closer to my area. There's a lot of little shows popping up every other new shows. It's just I can't make my way to them right now because of work. But I'm eyeing, my favorite show in September. It's only one day, so I'm gonna be happy for that. But I'm gonna try. I gotta start buying FD. I gotta start buying.
Yeah.
I got a show in October, and I just kind of went through the boxes from the last show, and I ain't really add nothing new to the dollar boxes. I ain't really got no cards to sell. I sent a bunch of my slabs off to ComC, so I'm light on slabs. I'm gonna have to get some moolah and go buy a couple things.
Yeah, that's the difficult thing about being a vendor, like keeping your table fresh and stuff for people. And
Yeah, as I said, I'm looking to take some steps I do have, do some trading in September, see if I can get into some different things.
I think the hardest thing for me being a vendor will be selling something that I like and I want.
That's why you don't bring it with you.
Yeah, that's true. But you also got to put that hat on where you're willing to let something go for that profit.
I
But
don't.
there's some cars that I'm like, man, I can't believe it. I've purchased some stuff. I'm like, hey, man, that person sold that, but you have to.
I don't bring anything with me that I want to keep. I don't want to show it off to nobody. Like, see it on Instagram. I don't bring any of that with me. I bring nothing but stuff that can go that I'm not emotionally attached to. Non PC.
Yeah.
You don't see no Cubs, no Bears, no Bulls. I ain't got none of that when I'm out.
But I talk to some vendors, some of the ones I talk to, they don't really keep anything. Everything moves.
Yeah.
Everything moves for a price. There's no.
And if this is your business and your job, you probably have a very small PC. All things that you want to actually keep and collect.
And most of the people that I talk to who are vendors, their PC is their PC. It's not based on the value of the card. It's based on what they like. And what they like may be particular things from here and there. But they're not concerned about the value of what that thing is. Oh, LP jumping out there. Will Shedeur be a star? So when I hear that question, I think about, will Jackson Dart be a star? Like, I think about these other rookies. I know we're gonna get to Shedeur. It's on our hit list today. But I just think about when I sit back and I look at a young quarterback. This could be any player. It could be a young corner, young safety, a young running back. Like, is Ashton Genty going to be a star? But Big Jon, what do you think of? Let's try to answer that question. Will Shedeur be a star?
So Shedeur is already a star, and that's the problem.
Yep.
He pre-made, so he pre-made and he works like he ain't made.
He's pre-made. He's self-made.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-made, and he acts like he's not made.
And,
those three characteristics are rare.
So I sent you what the radio host of Cleveland said, right? The spin is already on. Him playing well is great, because if he's the fourth string, they think they got three quarterbacks better than him. And if those three quarterbacks are better than him, we're just going to be great, Cleveland. Stop it.
Like, and I have a theory. You go. I'm going to give you my theory. You good?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
I believe Shedeur, and I think the Cleveland Browns know who he is. They've seen enough of camp. They knew who he was before they drafted him. And if you keep him at fourth string, it kind of tamps down the daily, because it's going to be daily and it's going to be hourly, the media hype. If you keep him at fourth string, it really pushes a lot of stuff down.
Normally, yeah. Normally, if he was a Joe Milton or Trey Lance, somebody like that, but him being a Sanders, it don't do nothing.
But think about this though. Think about if he comes out the other day and plays the way he played, and he jumped to second string.
Yeah.
Now that the media is running with scissors. But if you bring him back the next week and you announce he's still my fourth string quarterback, we haven't heard anything about why is he high on the depth chart. Did y'all see what he did? Hey, coach, when is he going to be? Is he going to be competing with Flacco? We have heard none of that because you're pushing it down. Because I'm sitting here. I can't speak for other people, but Kenny Pickett and what's the other kid's name?
Gabriel.
These dudes are not playing, bro.
They injured.
I don't give a damn if they were healthy. These dudes are not playing. Gabriel is not going to be your starting quarterback. Kenny Pickett, we like to make believe a new location changes the player. We've seen Kenny Pickett. We saw him in Pittsburgh. We saw him with the Eagles. We have seen his skill set. Is he a starting quarterback in the NFL? No, absolutely not. But if you keep him above Shedeur, for me, I just think it just pushes down the controversy of his self-made, been made. It pushes all that. It puts a cap on it. Because we saw enough in that one preseason game. Kenny Pickett doesn't have a better ball than Shedeur as far as rotation and arc on it, because this is all they're judging quarterbacks off of. He does not make better decisions than what Shedeur did in that game. Kenny Pickett is not doing that. And Gabriel, I watched enough of him in college, and he's a small quarterback. So we'll see.
Look, 22 million people tune in to watch Shedeur. I just want Cleveland. I want the Cleveland owner, Cleveland GM to realize that 22 million. A preseason game was almost sold out. 2,000 seats short of being sold out to watch Shedeur.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, even if you ain't gonna win, from a business standpoint, a lot of money you leaving on the table by not having him out there.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the way he's playing. And he didn't get to play with the ones.
But let's also say this, though. We know Joe Flacco is not playing 17 weeks. 16 with a bye week. We know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
He physically, he's not going to play that.
Mm-hmm.
So who else is playing?
So Cleveland plays Saturday at 1 against Philly. That's the next preseason game.
Is Shedeur playing in that game?
Yeah, the question is he starting? Is Gabriel will be back or not?
And to me, if you're playing, okay. So also, this is a theory, and I believe in each one of these theories. So you know, I'm not just throwing stuff out. If Shedeur starts in game 1 and he plays well, and he checks boxes, you play the other quarterbacks to see who you're gonna cut.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody's talking about that. People are thinking that if Gabriel starts or if Kenny Pickett starts after this injury, they both got hamstrings, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they come back off these injuries, that we're trying to see who's going to be the starter, I believe we're seeing who we're going to cut. And then you just brought in Hundley. Did you see him in the game?
Oh, terrible.
He looked like I know it's a new offense. I mean, I know how this goes. I know it's a new offense. I know you're trying to get your footing under you, but he did not look good.
It's a new offense for Shedeur, too.
That's what I'm saying. Zerny says everything for sale when you go to a car show except for Jerome Bettis. Zerny also agrees with you. My Saints messed up big time not picking him. LP, I hate to say this, but the Saints as an organization, a crew, and a label won't be good for years to come. So don't think it's just this draft. It's
Zerny. Yeah, I got my boy Spencer Rattler. And since he's a game clock, I got love for him. But he booty juice. Right? That boy back.
Ratliff is just not. Yeah, but we say this all the time, though. And certainly I hear the Browns giving Gabriel free checks. Yep. The quarterback position is probably one of the toughest, if not the toughest, professional job in sports.
But going back to Shedeur, you know what? You know what I want to see? I want to see how the veterans of the team react when Gabriel and Pickett get to play.
There won't be anywhere around them. They're not the future of the team. If you're Myles Garrett, you pretty much know what's going on around here.
Yeah.
Who you building relationships with? Did you that whole game? Did you see anybody around Gabriel?
Nope.
I watched every quarter that Shedeur was playing. And then I saw Huntley come in and watch him 2 or 3 series. Nobody's around these guys. Watson's sitting over there. Talking about a man picking up checks. He signed the contract.
All guaranteed.
LP, we got to keep it real. I hate to, man. I don't want to do that, but we got to keep that thing real for you. And Shedeur might be the person that puts Cleveland in position at some point to go deep in the playoffs, to get somewhere.
Listen, I don't want to put Shedeur in the Hall of Fame off that preseason performance.
No, I'm not going to do that. No, we're not going to do that.
At all. But at the same time, your boy was balling. He looked good. And if he can have consistency, because we always talk about the big C word, right?
Yep.
Consistency.
Very important.
It may be, to me, you and the fans who never played football, don't know what NFL, whatever bullcrap you want to say, we can see it. Mm-hmm. The reason the Browns can't see it is because they don't want to see it.
Well, I've told you before, I think the Browns GM is suspect. Mm-hmm. I think he's suspect. But we'll see. We shall see. When's the last time anybody in the chat, anybody watching, when's the last time you concerned yourself with the Cleveland Browns?
This is the same franchise that drafted Johnny Manziel. So
yeah.
They got rid of Baker Mayfield.
The last time I remember Cleveland being something to talk about, Bernie Kosar was quarterback.
Yeah, let's put this in perspective. The owner didn't want Shedeur, but you felt more comfortable drafting Baker Mayfield and Johnny Manziel.
I believe when he said that, it's just a lot of talk. You think that guy is on top? You think he has his thumb on top of football operations? I don't think so. No more than I don't think so. So we'll see. You want to talk about Micah and Jerry Jones?
How you want to take this?
What is that?
So, from what I've heard, listening to people who cover the Dallas Cowboys, is that Jerry doesn't like to do deals with agents. So he tries to do these deals in closed doors with the players.
This is not 19 whatever.
That's what happened with Dak. And Dak didn't go in the room. Dak took. We can talk. We can get set up a meeting with my agent. So supposedly they had an agreement, Micah and Jerry, back earlier this offseason because they sat down and talked about it. And once Micah said, "Yeah, we'll let my agent look over," that's when Jerry started being Jerry. With issues,
he thinks players today are trying to make napkin parking lot deals.
Pretty much.
So it's like, I hate to say this, he really thinks it's like Don King when he would give a fighter 20 grand in cash in a brown paper bag. And you just so excited about 20 grand, you're not thinking about the couple of million you're leaving on the table. And a brand new car that's not in your name. This is what he thinks is going on.
Yeah. Don't get me started on Emmitt Smith.
What's up? Hold on. Not in the what's up with Emmitt Smith?
Emmitt Smith basically came out and said this situation with Micah is different than his situation when he set out for 2 games during the season.
Why is it different? Because I remember that. So why is it different?
I read the highlights, not the whole statement. So I don't know the details, but bro, he holding out for money just like you did. You want to get paid your worth. I mean, from Micah's standpoint, TJ Watt just got a big contract. Miles Garrett just got a big contract.
He's looking at
younger and putting up similar numbers. I don't want to wait.
Oh, this is this. Okay. So this is this. He says not even close. Smith told Cowboys beat writer Clarence Hill Jr. on Monday. It's not even close to comparison. The media should have never called me a holdout because I didn't have a contract. My contract ended. I didn't have no more obligations to the Dallas Cowboys. I was out there in a win as a free agent for 30 days until those 30 days closed. Then I only could talk to one team. So that's what he's saying. He's saying he didn't have a contract.
Okay. Now, how was you holding out? You didn't have a contract. Was he franchise tag? You got to refresh my memory.
No, I think his contract had expired, and they were still talking about they were negotiating at the time.
Well, then, if your contract expired, you could have talked to more than one team.
I'm pretty sure he was. So
you were a free agent.
Yes. So he said the media called him a holdout, and they should have called him a free agent.
But then, what's the? I can only talk to one team. That don't make sense.
I don't think. I think that's what he presented to the public, but in reality, I don't think Emmitt Smith was just talking on one team. So, I mean, it is what it is. I remember that situation, and I remember him being in the media talking about what he wants from the Cowboys. So, I mean, it is what it is. Let me make sure I get through these. Watson is done. Most likely. LP. Don't do me like that after we talked about that. You got to tell the truth. Ernest Biner, the dog pound. Ernest Biner was a great player.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't do it long enough. I have some Bowman draft refractor Shedeur cards I'm going to hold on to. I would move them before anything but a Browns jersey comes out. And there's some XRCs right now that's already.
Go move them things now. They let you buy them back. If you like them, they let you buy them back.
Remember what he did to Emmett? Yeah, he talks about that. What's good, everyone? Feed the guys. What's up?
FTG.
Haven't talked to Feed the guys in a while. How you doing? The holdout, Jerry, please. Jerry's funny. Have you guys seen Michael Jackson's fishing boat catch? Oh, excuse me. Michael Jordan's. That'd be something that was Michael Jackson. Michael Jordan's fishing boat catch recently. I saw some video of it. Yes. And I also saw him on the boat. Jordan gets into a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. Question.
What's up? What you got?
Shedeur is a Panini exclusive, right?
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
Think so. What you thinking? You mean on autographs, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, think so.
Just trying to see what's coming out. Does he not in Don Russ Elite? Because that's the current football product out. No,
See, I have to do this now because there are a lot of rookies from last year in basketball. I have to do this now for almost everything. Like who's in what and what are they doing in it?
Well, it won't be no Tops football. You won't get that. But Don Russ Elite is the current football product out for this year. So this is your first look at some.
Hold up. Let me pull this page up. I'm over here sleeping. Okay. So this is autograph, huh? It's like a S, and I don't know what that second character is.
Shedeur Sanders? I don't know.
Or SR? I don't know. Yeah.
What? They want 175. Let's see what one is sold for. Let's do that. Copy, paste. New product, race to the bottom. 175. Next person listed, I'm gonna do 150. Just a race to the bottom.
What are they selling for though?
So scroll and see. Out of 99, so for $9.99, what $50? $54.40. This probably sold for around probably 150 or something. Up to 130 point that and see what that sold for. I mean, I'm not hating the prices that he's selling for his number stuff.
Yeah.
But this is a product that better stuff is coming.
What about his XRC?
Does he have an XRC?
Yeah, I've seen a picture of one.
Out of select.
Yeah.
$103. Bro, if y'all are wrong, $390, $420, or $25, $2,000. PSA 9 was for $295. That's a shame.
What's that?
So your $290, your PSA 9 for $295. Your raw goes for $419. So you took $100 loss grading it.
Yeah. I think there are a few situations now. There have been a few people talking about this where the 9 is less than raw.
And that price has jumped because early last week it was $220, $230. After that first preseason game, $400. But man, if y'all are wrong, well, if we are wrong, I'm gonna put myself in that camp. If he doesn't get the opportunity this year to play, dangerous game.
Well, like I said before, if he's not getting the opportunity, who is?
Mm-hmm.
But Joe Flacco is not making it through the season. I just don't see that happen. So is it Gabriel? Is it Pickett? Is it? Did I say Shedeur starts in the regular season and has a bad game? What's the media hype then? Start Gabriel.
Does Dylan Gabriel have an XRC? I'm not seeing one.
That's one guy I have not looked up his cards. Let me see here.
Feed the God says, for modern cards now, I love PSA 9s. I don't have the deepest pocket to drop for the 10s. PSA 8s and lower, I might as well have it raw and throw it in a binder.
But feed the gods, some of these 9s now, you might as well have. Yeah, but then we know that some 9s, so that's a top grade. But you know, when you have the graded cards, there's always going to be a level somewhere that the market establishes. We want stuff over this level. We're going to have that. You find anything on Dylan Gabriel, man?
Think nothing of it.
I don't see anything with this guy. Nothing. It's like some Bowman U.
Yeah, I just looked up Shedeur on Fanatics Collect, and it's just Bowman U. So Select is out. Huh. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's out. That's what I saw. Isn't that where PSA 9 is at? Is that now? Yeah.
Okay.
People are trying to avoid 9s. I remember when people were saying Kenny Pickett was the real deal. You go through these cycles. You hear about a player, you hear about a player, you hear about a player, then you don't hear anything else about that player. Kenny Pickett. He's another quarterback on Cleveland. He used to be with the Pittsburgh Steelers as a rookie, and then he went to Philly and won a championship as a backup. Ben Simmons going to be playing in China. Well, I mean, I can't really talk about Ben Simmons. I don't even understand why we're still talking about Ben Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
We know who Ben Simmons is.
I'm gonna throw out, before you go over to basketball, I'm gonna throw out a name for you. And you tell me the first thing coming to your mind.
Go for it.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
He won't ever really succeed until he gets another quarterback.
Cards.
His cards will remain lower price. Probably a great time to pick him up. I think he's a very nice receiver. But his cards are undervalued. Every now and then I look at his comps. But his quarterback just can't. You remember last year when his quarterback said, "It's not my job"?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, it's not my job. Let's see if I can find that clip.
Okay, so we got Don Russ football coming out, Hobby coming out this Friday. Or it says August 15th, and it's like, I don't. Then Panini draft picks on the 20th. Immaculate College Football. Panini Origins. I hate Origins.
It's a good jumping off point.
Origins is a masquerade.
It is.
That's the best way I can put it without being respectful. It's not as cheap as Donruss, but it's not even middle end as like a Select is.
Yeah.
It's thicker cardstock, and you would think it'll support man's national treasures.
Yes, it's just enough to get you by until the next product comes. Just enough to catch your interest. Got some autos, got some ironwork, just enough to. So people saw that. Hold up. Feed the God says I'm hyped for Keenan Allen to come back to the chart. Don't get too hyped, Feed the God, because he will be hurt. Don't get too hyped. And the question is, Keenan Allen is not a Hall of Famer. Well, do you think he's a Hall of Famer?
Nope.
He's not a Hall of Famer. It's kind of cool that he came back, because to me, he's not a Chicago Bear. But he will be hurt. So now we're about to jump into a topic that I love. Who's real and who's not? JJ McCarthy. He's getting hyped. The choo-choo train. Choo-choo train. That's what I say. Catch it all aboard. It's going down. Then the next question from Pete the Guy says, is JJ McCarthy worth watching?
Yeah, he's worth watching.
I say no. But Big Jon says yes. So we'll watch him. We're going to watch him. I'm going to check this dude out. He played like trash the first game. I believe he's going to be fire trash all season. I don't think he's a good quarterback. I didn't think so at Michigan.
I mean, I don't think much of any Vikings players besides Justin Jefferson. But, I mean, if he plays like Jordan Love, it's a win for them.
Oh, right? I think that's a big stretch, though. If he can play like Jordan Love, yeah, it's a big win. I don't think he's.
I do not believe in Jordan Love.
Neither do I. I agree. But why do we do this to ourselves as people? Why do we just jump on the dude that's somebody in the office who doesn't really know what they're doing? Drafted. Why do we do that? Why don't we
do so to use what you said about Luka? Do we as the public know more than the people in the office about this player?
A lot of us do. You think because somebody's got, dude, you actually, I'm not going. Let me say.
I ain't saying you're wrong. I'm just saying. Listen, the upside is the upside, right? We're gonna get to it when we go back to basketball. But it's the upside, right? You know what you have in a Spencer Rattler, a Kyler Murray. You know what you have in a Anthony Richardson. But what do you have? What do you have when it comes to JJ McCarthy? You had a good camp last year, and you got injured, and you haven't seen him. Right? You got very limited what you see out of him. Again, Jordan Love, this is what, year 4?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You've seen some good things from him. You've seen some bad things, but there's no hype behind him. Right? You've seen just as much good as bad out of Jordan Love.
Mm-hmm.
But he's been to the playoffs, twice in the 4 years?
I still remember the pass where he's running one way and throws the other one.
Yeah.
And the end of the season.
People still believe in Trevor Lawrence. People still believe in Justin Herbert for some reason.
But I'm asking, why? just because some person drafted that person and you don't even know who they are or their background. Now, I understand teams have to draft what's right in front of them sometimes because it's the best decision they can make after they have a 7 pick, an 8 pick, a 12 pick. I get that. I understand that. But I hear a lot of people tell me, well, FD, if he couldn't play, why did they draft him so high? That's putting a lot of faith in someone you don't know. That's all I'm saying.
But that's sports. You put in a lot of faith in people you don't know to perform.
Big Jon, your camera's off, just so you know. Yeah, but Big Jon, the video gives us some indicators. When we watched the video, we knew Zach Wilson was not good. Just sit down and watch it on any given Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Wednesday, whenever. Just watch him. We know this guy's not good. But we're still acting like he's going to do something.
You know, some teams, some people have a hard time admitting they were wrong.
I guess. It's just like us talking about Ben Simmons. Why are we talking about Ben Simmons? He's shown us what he's not going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Dude will have on thousands of dollars worth of clothes sitting on the bench every night.
And then when they get in the game, won't attempt a wide open layup.
Won't shoot. Pass him. 3 feet from the basket. I'm passing to Big Jon.
Mm-hmm.
I love Select for football and UFC. Cars look nice.
I love Select for WWE. They look good.
Yeah.
I like them better than Prism.
How many more years would it take for Keenan Allen to be a Hall of Fame contender?
Another lifetime?
I don't think he could do anything. Let me just do a quick. Let me do a quick, right?
It would take another lifetime without looking at his stats. He has never been considered top 30 in the league at any given point. He's a solid, serviceable number 2, number 3 receiver when he at his prime.
So he's played 12 years. He has 66 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Be the guy. He's played 12 seasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 6 1,000-yard seasons.
Mike Williams in Tampa is a Hall of Famer. Well before you say Keenan Allen can be a Hall of Famer.
Keenan Allen is not. It's not happening. Bernie, I'm not. This, I think people know. I don't keep it optimistic on sports. Like, I keep it real. Keep it real. This is not. I think that's a disconnect. I think people want to be optimistic on their team and their. I'm not optimistic about the Chicago Bears. I do not believe in Caleb Williams. I'm not drinking that organic apple juice because the Bears drafted, and this is the essence of what I'm talking about. I just can't. I'm not. Hard for me. Same thing with Trevor Lawrence. There's nothing that really happened to him. Trevor Lawrence has consistently been who he is. I know for baseball, 60 WAR separates a lot of players for the Hall of Fame. Is there a similar stat for the NFL Hall of Fame? Just trying to learn more in the side of football. Well, it's all about position and what you've done and Did you do it in the regular season consistently? How do you stack up against players in your generation? That's one of the biggest indicators. Now, you think about wide receivers since Keenan Allen has been playing football. Mike Evans is bona fide, Hall of Fame. And everybody else in his generation, who's better than Mike Evans in his generation? I can't
Julio
think.
Jones.
Who?
Julio Jones.
Oh, okay, yeah, Julio Jones. Okay. There's not many. I can't think of.
Well, you got to define generation.
I wasn't thinking of Julio because he's already retired, but he is in that generation.
But I would say this: if you were never considered top 15 for 5 year or higher for a 5 year span, you're gonna have a hard time being a Hall of Famer at a non-quarterback position in the NFL.
See, just think about it. Ocho Cinco is not in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm. Who should be?
Yes, and he's much better than Keenan Allen. What's up, man? We got FM, we got FM, and we got fam. What's up, Jordan?
Jordan, what's up, man?
What's going on? Barring no injuries, we know Chase and Jefferson should be knocking on the door or something.
Yep.
I do like CD Lamb. We'll see.
You know, barring injury, Devontae Smith.
Yes.
You make it.
AJ Brown.
Like y'all underestimate how good Devontae Smith is.
Yes, people do. Especially at his size. But he's got wheels. Antonio Brown, he's a Hall of Famer. What that speech is going to be like? What is that speech going to be like?
Antonio Brown is going to be just like Ocho Cinco and Terrell Owens. It's going to take forever for him to get in.
Mm-hmm. But just think about it. Before Randy Moss got that Brady powder, he was Terrell Owens. He wasn't even Terrell Owens. That was the thought at one point that Randy Moss wasn't going to the Hall of Fame. When he was with the Raiders, Art Shell kicked that dude off the team before he went to New England. My definition of sports generation is every 10 years. Do you guys agree? I guess you could say that. I think of every 20 myself.
Yeah, I'm more of 15. I'm more of 15 and 20 kind of guy. Yeah. Because the game, you got to be in the game with all the 5-year changes.
Yeah.
Right. The game changed so much in every 5 years, whatever sport it is, baseball, football, basketball, they change so much every 5 years. I like 15 as a generation because now you play you beginning of your career in one iteration of how the game is played, your prime in another, and then right outside of your prime in what is that new form that newness of football.
I agree. That's what I would say. Feed the guy. T.O. had to fight to get in the Hall of Fame. I don't know if I use the word fight. He just was going to be T.O. He was going to speak his mind and talk to the media the way he wanted to, and that kind of stuff is going to hold you up. His stats, touchdowns and reception yards, he's number 2 in one and number 3 in the other. He's going to get in the Hall of Fame. AB will only not be in cause of his off the field stuff. I believe AB is getting in the Hall of Fame. I agree with Big Jon. He's going to have to wait. And I'm definitely interested in what will his speech be. What is he talking about? Or does he do like a TO and have his own ceremony someplace else? FD, you don't believe McCarthy is better than Donald? Who's Donald at quarterback? Who's Donald?
Sam Donald. Sam Donald.
No, I don't. No. Let me know what you think, Smooth. I don't believe McCarthy at all. I don't even know where it's coming from. But we'll see.
All right. I don't want Chat's opinion. So as well, who's the best quarterback out of these divisions? Josh Allen, Tua, Drake May, or who's in the Jets now? Justin Fields.
You want me to answer that? Or you
Yeah,
want
yeah.
Josh Allen.
All right. Lamar, Joe Burrow, whoever starts for Cleveland, or Aaron Rodgers.
I gotta go with Lamar, but I like Joe Burrow too.
CJ Stroud, whoever starts for the Colts, Trevor Lawrence, or Cam Ward.
CJ Stroud.
Your boy Bo Nix, Patrick Mahomes, Geno Smith, or Justin Herbert.
Bo Nix.
Dak Prescott, Russell Westbrook, Jalen Hurts, or
Hold on. You said Dak, and who was the second name?
Russell Westbrook, Giants quarterback.
Okay. Russell Wilson.
Over Jalen Hurts and okay.
Russell Wilson. Go ahead.
All right. Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, JJ McCarthy, or Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
Michael Penix, Bryce Young, whoever starts for the Saints, or Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
I
gotta see Penix play. I believe he has the ability. Gotta see it. Yeah, Bo Nix over Patrick. Yeah, it's gonna be a shake-up year. I'm telling you, I don't believe Patrick Mahomes will win another Super Bowl in his career. Go ahead.
Kyler Murray, Matthew Stafford, Brock Purdy, or whoever starts for the Seahawks.
Give me the first name again.
Kyler Murray.
Who's starting for the Seahawks?
I don't know. Oh, Sam Donald.
And they're all pretty par for the course, man. That's a rough one. Put them in a stack. Whoever falls out. I think I personally believe Purdy's going to be exposed this year. Jeff Wilson is pumping Chargers back up. Trey Lance. He's pumping Trey Lance?
Yeah. So there's two names, in my opinion, there are two names in the hobby you're going to hear people talk about for the next 2 to 3 weeks. That's Trey Lance and Joe Milton.
But that's because people like McCarthy, that's because if that happens, and because I'm already hearing the backup in Dallas you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
I'm already hearing about him. So that has to be because we're lacking on there's no starter to really talk about. No young starter.
No, I understand your viewpoint, and I'm gonna tell you why not.
Okay.
The money.
What you mean?
Right. So 2 years ago, people spent big money on Trey Lance when he came out, when he got drafted by San Francisco.
Okay.
Right. And then people that still believe start picking him up, dollar cost averaging. Right. And if you're like me and don't believe Justin Herbert or is good, or if Justin Herbert is injured, you're gonna have the time to offset your investment in Trey Lance when he gets started.
I respect it.
Joe Milton was a backup, big arm, big potential, so good flashes when he could be a good quarterback. But let's just be real. We know his style quarterbacks don't play in New England. And he's playing behind.
He can throw the ball 4 blocks.
Yeah.
You don't know where it's going to end. Where's it going to land? You don't know.
But again, with Dak gets hurt, another chance in the hobby where now you can liquidate some cards. I don't.
But I will go back to, and I know this is not a lot of people, if you're actually watching the games, you can make some short-term plays there. But any one of those guys can get in the game, and you'll be looking at their third string. You'll be looking at DeVito, a guy like DeVito playing, because there's no guarantee that any one of those guys gets in, and they also are not hurt. We saw Trey Lance break his leg. I mean, you just don't. So we'll see. But I get what you're saying, though. A lot of money was spent on Trey Lance. Trey Lance won't play unless Justin Herbert can't walk or move. Dak can get hurt. Things can happen for Milton to come through. Milton's going to hit you with some grand slam passes, some big stuff to make you say, wow. But I guess we got to get ready for it the next couple of weeks, Big Jon.
Joe Milton Silver sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can you pull it up?
5 Joe Milton Silver sold today.
And so, again, why is the silver to play? Remember we talked about this last week.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the silver to play?
His PSA 10 silver sold. Where'd it go? So on the 9th. So what was that? Last week after the game, so 3 days ago, for $150. But this is the only time, like if you're buying Joe Milton right now, you're too late from a flip standpoint.
Yep.
Right? You are, because you don't have enough time to grade it, get it back, and sell it.
So there's some talk here about Brendan Rice. Is Brendan Rice making the team?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And where does this come from that Jeff is pumping? I haven't seen any content. It's not like I was not here today. Barely watched yesterday. But maybe he is. Jordan says he isn't. But
I think so Goat says Joe Milton is already 25 years old and can't read defenses. That's the knock on him. Right? You don't know where it's gonna go, and can he process?
And he doesn't really have that great of an arm.
Accuracy wise.
Yeah, he had a game the other day where he threw some passes, but I always looked at him and asked myself, was he really required to throw the football? In college, he ran.
Mm-hmm.
Today's top 5 list. Hold on here, people. Let's see what's going on. What the goings on is. Let's see.
And I'll be quite honest, I don't consume Jeff's content with any regularity anymore.
I don't watch top 5 lists.
I don't watch anything anymore regularity. Anything. What I mean by that is Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, podcast. I don't. It's rare that I pay attention to what Jeff's doing, and that's not out of spite. It's just his content no longer serves me.
Did you watch regularly before?
Yeah.
There's some stuff of every, and this is why they put out so much, because different types of stuff, because it hits people in different ways. There is content of every person that I do not pay attention to. Mm-hmm. Because I don't think it's for me at all. These top 5 lists would not move me either way from anyone.
I like content that evolves, matures, Okay. I don't like content that completely changes. Like if you said to me you wanted to go and do this with bells and whistles and we don't talk about sports, we just talk about card prices, I'm like, I don't want to do that. I like talking about it all.
Oh, I don't want to do that either.
Right? If you said to me, I only want to talk about sports, I don't want to talk about cards at all, that would interest me either. No. The fact that we talk about different things,
yeah,
and mature into it, and each week is generally, I think people can expect to get the same general conversation between us. We're gonna talk about sports and tie it in the cards, and then tie it into some real life stuff. But our content is still, evolving each and every week to something. I feel like Jeff just turned, and a couple more people just completely changed what they were doing. That only suits me.
I feel it. Let's hear here what is said. Let me turn this up. Without you all people, I probably wouldn't have caught this, because when top 5 comes, I probably wouldn't have caught this for a while.
Into the best cards, along with a lot of other Michael Jordan cards that have been going up and up and up some more in the sports card market. But now let's talk about players playing today. And in the number 5 spot on today's list, this was the one that surprised me. It is Trey Lance. Yes, Trey Lance. Did you forget about Trey Lance? Honestly, I kind of forgot about Trey Lance. Of course, he was a big name a few years ago when he was drafted, and people thought he was going to be the future of the San Francisco 49ers, and it definitely didn't turn out that way. But Trey Lance is still around, and in fact, he's aiming to revive his career as the backup quarterback for the Los Angeles Chargers. The 25-year-old signed a 1-year deal this offseason, and he's currently behind Justin Herbert in the Chargers depth chart. And he impressed in the Hall of Fame game against Detroit in the preseason. He completed 13 of 20 passes for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns with a passer rating of 114.6. His poise and decision-making drew praise from his coach, Jim Harbaugh. And so who knows? If something happens with Herbert this season, Trey Lance will have the opportunity to come in and maybe make the most of it. And this has some football card investors and speculators excited about Trey Lance's cards once again. Let's take a look here in Market Movers. We're going to look at his 2020.
I just don't see it.
Where's the pump?
Yeah, I don't.
Where's the pump?
He basically said this guy had a good game, and
that's not a pump. That's reporting the news.
Yeah, that's like we just talked about Shedeur. But yeah, I don't know what people think that is. But
in all fairness, I don't see a pump.
I don't either.
Yeah, I just see you're reporting the news. This is the weather.
Today will be 65 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No,
when I say stuff like that, people think I'm tripping. FD, you don't see that? No, don't see that. But we see Big Jon looked up on eBay. There are people making moves on cards for Trey Lance. Yeah, and next week Shedeur will be top 5. Let me just say this: will JJ McCarthy be top 5? Let me ask. Anybody out there feeling a little JJ-ish? Do people really think that some of these players, like if you look at Jackson Dart, you feeling froggy? You feel like this?
When your coach when your coach tries to be up and say your performance was mid, because you said your performance was mid, and he don't even know what mid means, you got a whole lot of issues.
Why are you saying your performance is mid though? You could go out there and spank up. Why are you saying your performance is mid? You gotta have intestinal fortitude, people. Yeah, we know what that is. My quarterback can't be, oh, well, I did okay today. It can't be like that. Man, you throw an interception, you got coming that huddle, command and huddle. Call the next play. Get on the either you in a shotgun or you under the center.
Mm-hmm. So,
hey, you want to talk about repacks?
Yeah, let's talk about some cars. Let's talk about some repack. Because this is getting out of hand.
Hold on 1 second. There's a Kobe Bryant logo man just sold for $2.3 million.
Ooh. Right on to the buyer of that.
$2.3 million.
Right on to the buyer of that. Right on.
Go ahead, though. That's a good segue. Let's talk about some repacks. What's going on in the world of repacks?
First of all, every big name got a repack. GameStop got a repack. PSA got a repack. The gambling of the hobby is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I couldn't see myself touching a repack unless I'm somewhere just having fun, and I don't even understand. I don't understand it.
It's like I understand it. I don't mind people who are transparent with it. As like this is what this is all the cards you can hit. Like I don't think Courtyard.io, Arena Club, those algorithms and chance, like I don't.
But let me ask you this, Big Jon.
Yeah.
I open cards in order to recoup my loss. I reshuffle the deck. I take out what I like. I leave the rest, and I bundle it in a way that you get some dopamine when you open it. There's already been 1 or 2 filters that have went on these cards.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But even so, opening packs already is, in a sense, gambling. You don't know what you're gonna get. You can't open a retail pack and get your money back. You try to sell everything. You can't. You can barely open a hobby box and make your money back trying to sell every single thing. So you're already at a net loss with just opening packs.
Yep.
Repacks is, but you have people that do repacks with no checklist, tell you what a floor is, tell you what a high is. But now, my concern is, you heard at the National, PSA started the repack, and they're buying cards over comp. So that's like me buying a card from Jordan for $5. You buying it from me for $20, right? And then doing a repack, starting at $30, starting at $30, and saying that your floor is 20, the high is 100. But you based it off the fact that you paid $20 for a card that regularly sells for $5. And that's my problem with PSA buying cards for their own repack and overpaying for them. Because you now set the new comp of a card, of a liquid card. They're not buying the obscure. They're not buying a Gabriel Arias refract out of $4.99, right? They're buying Kobe's and LeBron's, Curry's, Shohei Ohtani's, and you're paying over market for it, making a new comp, and then putting in a repack and saying, hey, the floor is this much, the high is this much. When you get that card that's a floor, that's not a true $120 floor card, because that card regularly trades at $80.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but you know what? I'm gonna buy it back from you for 90%. So I'm gonna buy it back for you for $100. So you only got $20 for opening it for buying the repack. You only got $20 and you get nothing. Like it's a shell game. It's like 3-card Monty.
See, but I feel that way about any repack.
Yeah, I'm using PSA because they're the ones that's definitely overpaying. But it's 3-card Monty.
Mm-hmm.
I go to shows and people have repacks, and I'm like, you know what cards are now? Oh, it's football. Okay, you know what can I get? You know, a long time ago, my wife seen how many rolls I had of base cards, and she heard about repack. She said, "Oh, you should do that." And said, I'm like, honey, I don't have anything of value. That's why they're in a dollar box.
But there's some data that's saying that repacks represent a large part of the hobby.
It does.
I can't wrap my head around. Are there maybe I'm ignorant? Are there repacks out here that are yielding significant profit on the repack?
Yes.
Where are those at?
Backyard breaks. You have a lot
But
of
how many people out here running repack? I got you, backyard. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got a lot of people whatnot that run repacks that are making profit.
No, but not them. The consumer purchasing.
Oh,
I'm not hearing of that.
No, 20, 30%. Right, because you feel good if I spend $100 on a repack, the floor is 100, is 100, and I hit a $200 card. You feel good. But what if I can resell that card? But what if I have no interest in that card? So now I just
I get it though. So I get it.
I get it.
I'm trying to be analytical on something. If we want to be analytical, Vegas wouldn't exist.
Yeah, no. And I'm being emotional on it so right now.
I get
it. but listen, however you collect cards, you purchase cards, I hope we're all trying to be responsible with our money.
Mm-hmm.
A couple years ago, I went to a small car shop in Rhode Island. I think I might have told the story before. And I'm talking to the owner. I'm looking through cars, looking through what little he has. And he was telling me how he was a big who was the backup quarterback to Jimmy Garoppolo in New England? He was in New England. Well, maybe whatever it was, whatever backup of the Patriots at that time. He was betting on the backup,
mm-hmm.
and he had a bunch of his cards. He's like, man, yeah, you want to bust? I might make a deal because I just left the casino, and and then I'm behind all these Jimmy Garoppolo, these Stidham.
Okay.
All these Stidham cards, but he got a shot. So you just want to make a sale so you can run back to the casino and try to make money because you spent your money gambling on a backup quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a lot of people that
I agree.
To get into the hype on backup quarterbacks, on young quarterbacks, and look into their bank account, look at the wallet, like, oh, I gotta make this money up I just spent because this was not a good idea.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. And like I said earlier, if we want to be analytical, Vegas wouldn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So it does. So I can kind of get why. I know why it doesn't make sense for me, but I understand why it makes sense for people out here that want that hit. They want to chase something, and they want to make a profit and move some stuff that if you see it, it's not profitable.
Like I understand why some of the Pokemon cards go for as much money as they do, because if you go out and you buy a random pack, That's $5. You just pretty much wasted $5 95% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Even the best card in that one pack is probably gonna sell for $1 at most, and a bunch of quarter cards. But when you hit the $50 special illustration rare card, you feel good.
Yeah.
You know, listen, I get the itch to open up packs all the time, and I just try to go find something cheap to open. In the grand scheme of things, $5 might not be much once, but you get to doing it 5-10 times. Now you get $50, $25, $50. And you could have just bought the card at that point. I think there was a YouTuber or face member that spent thousands of dollars trying to hit one card out of Pokemon.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he could have bought the card. He spent so much money trying to pull it. He could have bought it 3 times over.
But I look at that kind of stuff. Is that like just for content? Was he doing that for? Because why didn't you just go buy the card like you said? Some things just seem so. Like the last time I opened cards was the Browns rookie year. I don't remember opening anything after that. I don't have any boxes that I've seen after that. And I've never had an urge to open packs after that. I felt so like I was just opening packs at that time that I don't want to do this again. So that's what took me down the road of I'm gonna buy the card that I want.
I would rather pull a big card than buy a big card.
Oh,
for the most part.
I'm buying all that. I don't have any options.
Buying a big card requires planning.
It does a lot. I agree, Big Jon. Lot.
Pulling a big card requires luck.
Yes, and the odds are not in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. You got to do a lot of planning and strategizing and talking to people and understanding where is that card and where is it going to be when you want it. You're right.
But speaking of dopamine, picked up a card this week for the dopamine off of Fanatic Select. I gotta go pay for it. Kobe White Optic out of to 99 orange.
Okay. Very cool.
I was looking through and I was like, I ain't added a Kobe White in a while. So I went and added my boy.
I think that sounds like a very cool card. I got a question for Jordan. I saw a comment. Jordan, you think McCarthy is going to put 2 good weeks together?
Oh, wow.
I know Jordan is optimistic. I know. There's nothing wrong with that. Man, people came in here kicking in the door on Jeff.
Yeah, sometimes it is deserving to kick in the door on Jeff. He says some asinine things at times.
He does.
But that was typical just reporting the news. Now, if he'd have said go buy and this is a good buy, now then I'm like, you should just be quiet.
Do you think people dislike him so much that whatever he says, they're gonna have a problem with it?
I mean, yeah, he's to that point.
Yeah, I think
he's got himself to that point because he said a lot of ridiculous things.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is what I picked up, FG.
I think it's a nice card.
It's a nice cover out of 199. So it looks a little off center, but I'm not grading it.
A little top. It's going up on you.
Yeah.
Would you grade this with someone else or grade it with CGC?
No, I'm not. Nah, PC, I'm not worried about grading it.
Okay.
It's just going into his box. Honestly, it is the only thing they had last week that I wanted for me.
Okay.
Been trying to. I got some good. Oh, I want to look at this Pete Pro Armstrong patch. This is good.
Pull it up. Let's check it out.
Yeah, Sam Darnold played well until it was time to play well.
But that's been Sam Darnold since USC.
Topps Dynasty is so good.
You think people are starting to really pay attention to this?
What you mean, Pete Pro or
No, just Top Dynasty. I feel like I'm seeing bigger sales dollars on cards.
I think the non-baseball people who come in and looking to spend some high end are not paying attention to Topps Dynasty. Because baseball collectors know Top Dynasty is like, you don't get much better than that.
Yeah, it's real nice, man.
Game used piece of equipment or uniform from an official MLB game that
But it
featured
doesn't play around. Top Dynasty is all game used, right?
Huh?
Isn't it all game used?
Dynasty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they don't play. This is not. Yeah. And over time, these values have been a lot of times reasonable. Like you can have a very nice card signed by the player with a piece of artifact from them playing at a decent price.
Jackie Robinson cut auto with Koufax.
I don't know what this is sell at.
That's $1,200 now.
Got Gil Hodges on here.
Jackie Robinson. Sandy Koufax. Duke Snyder. Pee Wee Reese.
This is nice. Who's up top there?
Don Newcomb.
Oh, Nuke. We had a chance to meet Nuke.
That's a Dodgers card.
Yeah, it's
Nice Barry Bonds. Like I know people are down on Jackson Holiday, but this is a nice card out of 10 that you probably can get for under $300.
What has Jackson Holiday been doing?
Nothing much. He's up, but the whole team sucks. So
he's batting .251.
Yeah,
he's doing better than he was last year, but still. This dude was hyped though, man. This dude was a hype train ticket.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm wrong. That card goes for $1,400.
What card was that? Jackson Holiday?
Yeah, that Jackson Holiday sold twice. 14. The out of 6 out of 10 and the 7 out of 10 both sold for $1,400. You know what? I'm gonna watch this. Got 33. I'm gonna see what it goes for this Sunday. Come back and report the news. I'm always curious that if you're patient enough and diligent enough, you can find a deal going back and forth between Fanatics and eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not shocked.
And if you're diligent with some of these cards, some things you can. I've found better pricing on some low-end Jordans on eBay, graded, than what they've gone on Fast Collect and vice versa. So I figured that Jackson Holiday would be like 300-400 because he's not playing as well, but I was wrong.
I'm looking at other Topps Dynasty stuff here on my phone. I'm just on Shohei Ohtani right now. I still feel, Big Jon, I just feel like if you want to buy now and watch something grow, I think Topps Dynasty is that product. Because there's some, like, it's a second year Ohtani here. Autograph, real jersey out of 10 for $8,500. Oh, excuse me. That's fourth year. Second year is 10 grand. 2 out of 5. Very interesting. Topps Dynasty might be the play.
I mean, if you are a flawless national treasure,
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm
saying. You should start getting familiar with Topps Dynasty.
Yes, this is what I'm saying. Point. Yes. Some hard hitting stuff up in here. You think people shy away because the cars aren't vertical? Or at least some of them aren't vertical, let me say.
I mean, it's expensive to get in. It's not.
Yes, I believe these are some plays in here, bro. I think it's some secret plays. You got stuff much less than some of these other brands. When you look at Chrome, and it's just much less. So I've looked at this before, and I thought, Then you look at like these Ken Griffey cards. Somebody said something about Ken Griffey. Hold on, let me go back. I think I missed that. See, this is what I'm saying. This is when people tell me what somebody else thought. Vikings were willing to move off Donald for McCarthy. For all we know, it might just be a lateral move, but McCarthy's cheaper. Could be. But I don't trust decision making on talent that the Vikings make. When was the last time the Vikings drafted or had someone since Randy Moss? Since Jay Jetta? What move has been made that has blown you away? And Jefferson was sitting right there. So a lot of these organizations, I don't trust what decisions they're going to make on a player. Let me ask you this. I ask people this all the time and they look at me. You draft Shea, you trade him on draft night for, what's the kid from Charlotte?
Not one of LaMelo.
That had the domestic violence thing going on?
Bridges.
You trade him for Bridges, draft night. He goes to the Clippers. The Clippers say, you know what? We're going to move him because Kawhi doesn't want to play with a rookie. How many people made those decisions? From draft night, when his name was called, to trade him for the guy right behind him, to move him with the Clippers. A lot of people made decisions on that. Were they right? No. Who would you rather have today? Shea Gilgeous-Alexander or Miles Bridges? So, and that's just one story. There are many others where, that team was not right in the decision that they made.
Two teams passed on Michael Jordan.
Yes. Sam Bowie was involved in that. I saw a video the other day of Steph before the draft. Who was he working out with? The Washington Wizards. Now, they probably were later in the draft. But New York and I mean, there were several teams that got somebody before Steph.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte was one of those teams, and he's from Charlotte. So I just don't. The name on the front of the jersey, what has that organization done? I even look at the Golden State Warriors. When's the last time they drafted a big and developed that dude? Steve Kerr is not interested in that. So if you look at a Steve Kerr, you're like, he's not interested in that. He does not care about that. Especially when he had the greatest backcourt of all time. So I don't know. That's just what I look for. Who's making those decisions? I've had coaches that were talking about starting some people, and several members of the team had to get involved. Like, you starting who? When you see this guy in practice every day handling this? I don't know. But I think tonight my takeaway is Topps Dynasty.
So I got a question for you. On a one-on-one, does the grade matter?
Depending on the brand, to me, no. Just like the Wemby black, right? Was it 9?
Mm-hmm.
It's 9,
Yes.
right? If it was a 10, is it selling for more? I've had some people tell me, yeah, it is. I don't. Where's evidence of that at? I don't think so. We see rare cards. There were rare cards I saw at the National that weren't 9s or 10s. Selling for dollars. If it's rare, it's rare. Now, it also depends on what one-on-one are we talking about. What's the brand name? What does the card look like? There's a bunch of stuff that goes in it. But if you're talking about Prism, if you're talking about some of these logo man from various products, that card is going to have value. What I don't get is now we got these cards with these NFL patches that aren't from an NFL, not a real game jersey. I know it looks a certain way, but
You know what brand I'm scared to buy?
what?
Immaculate. Because I rarely see those thick cards grade well.
Oh, but when you do get one, Big Jon, then you really got some. I agree with you. There's so many There's so many dents and nicks and corners. You got so much there to play with. But when you get one that's a 9 or a 10, and it's a pretty decent card, then you really got something.
Like, look at this card. This is why I asked, because I've seen this card on Fanatics. And I know it's going to go for a crazy amount.
Yeah, it's a 1-on-1.
Yeah, it's also PSA 7.
Me personally, how many 1-on-1s does she have?
I mean, she got a lot now, but
she has a lot of 1-on-1s that's auto and immaculate.
Not an immaculate, no.
That's what I'm saying. A National Treasure.
Only 3. A lot of the Panini W7 is going to hold value because a lot of it is only 1 or 2 years.
Yes. So all that is what I'm looking at on this card. It's a nice looking card. It's a 1-on-1. If it's a 7, it's a 7.
So it's just every immaculate card I ever had, just so hard to grade.
Oh, it is. I sent in a National Treasures card, and I thought, man, this thing's gonna be a 10-10. It was a nice looking card. Came back a 9-10, but it's still rare. I think it's only a pop 2 with 2 higher. Yeah, they're not easy. These no airs are not, dude. These no airs are not easy to grade. You got black to the border, and it's a thick card.
Well, I think I'm gonna pick up me and Immaculate Rhea Ripley before the end of the year.
I think you should, Big Jon.
I've been rightfully going out the stars of WWE and these star women. Like Liv Morgan is a star, even though she's injured.
Yeah, I think you gotta, you know. And then what? Okay, what? Are there other one-on-ones in that set or other thick cards, and how do they grade? Because sometimes it gets down to the year and how that card was produced. You might have, there may be more 8s in that set than 9s or 10s. There may not be any 10s.
Listen. Oh, one.
Hold on a minute, Big Jon. Hold on one second.
You're good. I got it. So I'm looking at one-on-ones WWE. Actually, I'm 49 on last right now. Jordan, you still here with us? So I picked up some Obafemi. Got a lot of good stuff coming. I picked up an Obafemi gold out of 50 from eBay this week, which is coming. I need some more WWE in my life. I think our kids are having a tough time. We want to sleep right now. But one of the things I'm trying to figure out is why is Luca up and Shea is down right now? That's just so crazy that the reigning MVP, Finals MVP, won the championship, is down, but Luca is up all because he's in shape right now. And it's just funny how the hype cycle goes with basketball. The most I spent on Hype Block is 150 Stadium Club baseball journey. What I get out of that? Absolutely nothing. And that's the last time I bought a hobby box. Like I will break. And my preferred method is singles or breaking. Exactly. Crying. And I like breaking because at least I'm going after players I want or people I want, and I'm getting my shot at that. That's still gambling in a way, but at least I'm getting the people, players, teams I want to get at a fraction of the cost of the box when it comes. So that's why I break for most. Like Bowman's coming out in end of the month. I got a big decision to make because I'm probably gonna go after WWE Cactus Jack in breaks and get some cards there because that $500 for a box is crazy.
Brendan,
you late? You ain't late, man. You right on time. We still going.
oh, good, man. I always appreciate you being here.
You know how we do. I was telling FD the other day. I think we are the longest form of hobby content in the hobby.
We try to bring it.
All right. So, what's your opinion on Optic Basketball having downtowns this year? Panini have to get a buck.
I'm tired of downtown, son.
Downtowns, uptowns. I'm tired of them.
Tired of it. Side town. Tired of it.
I want to hit one though. I want to hit one.
I don't even want to hold one.
I mean, I want to hit one so I can sell it. You know, unless it's a Kobe White downtown.
Then I hope you hit it. You talk about shell game and gimmick plays. Mm-hmm. That's just me now. I'm not going.
I can't see $500 on anything that's not a bill or a car or a trip. But you know, when you look back at all the little transactions you make over the course of the year, you're going to spend well over $500, and you might be able to just save up to get a $500. That's why those more expensive cards take some planning.
Yeah, you said it. You hit it on the head because you have to plan and you got to look at market over and over. You got to see what's going on and when is the best time to buy. It's like you could jump out there and just buy something. That may be like I just got to do a lot of research, man. I just don't know. I'm not at a position where I can make plays and just throw money around. I'm not. And even if I wasn't on that level, I'm just not wired like that. I mean, I'm doing research on car purchase. I'm doing research on all types of things.
You want to? I can tell you how I figured out how not to spend money on cards and to limit some of these $5, $10 transactions. Mm-hmm. And the simplest way is to find other things in the hobby that get you excited. Like whether it's researching, whether it's planning, whether it's going through the cards you already have. I can tell you right now, I bought the Kobe White card because I wanted it, but I also sold $10 in sales this week on eBay. So like, yep, I'm gonna give me something that I want for that.
Yeah.
And then the other card I bought, I got it for a good deal, $20 shipped, but it's out of 50, and it's somebody I want to get into. So I'm actually getting them. I'm gonna grade that one when it comes in. But normally I would buy $2 cards, $3 cards, $1 cards on eBay. And the week realized I spent $25, $30 and don't have. I'm a very math person, and like the grading. There's no grading upside in buying a lot of the dollar cards, grading it, getting the 10, and then you really make a significant profit. It's not worth it if I buy it, grade it, and I'm into the car for $30. I sell it for $50 after fees. I'm making $35. That's just a lot of work to do for a $5 profit.
Yep. 4 or 5 years ago, that was a different play than today. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So if I'm sending stuff to grading, and I got a potential where it's gonna be a $40, $50 profit, then I'm doing it.
That's true.
So we got downtowns. Zerny said can't see $500 on a box. I can see $500 on a box if I had it.
We all have our thresholds on anything we're buying.
I told my wife yesterday that I found Squish Metal cards on David Adams' case $600. I'm gonna end up getting that. That's gonna be a fun little rip for me and my daughter of a bunch of different cars to rip for $600 and putting a set together off a case. Like I may not get it no time soon, but we definitely gonna get that before next June.
But I do that all the time. I mean, I'll look at a car. I'm planning stuff out. I purchased a car 3 weeks ago, something like that. 4 weeks ago, that I have looked at on eBay for a year and a half. And you know, it's just the research side, putting the time in and looking at something and seeing what's up and found out the nuances of the whole set. Like we were just talking about the one-on-one you were looking at. What are other things graded like this that same year and immaculate? You know.
I don't know. I just made myself sad though. So
Why?
Found my favorite wrestler one-on-one in immaculate. So 2 months ago for $43. I would have spent that.
Were you looking at immaculate cars back then?
No, I wasn't looking at immaculate cars.
You got charged to the game.
I still can have a moment of sadness.
I got you. I've had stuff like that too, where you just know at that time you just weren't on that. So now if I look on eBay, I try to look different brands, different players, and different comparable players. How much is Cactus Jack? Jordan says very expensive.
So retail was at $460. They reselling between $6 and $9. Oh, FD, you're gonna have to let me know the next time you go to Burbank.
What you got?
They got something I need. They got something I need. Before we get out of here, I'm gonna need this.
I may not be there for a few weeks.
It ain't going. It ain't going nowhere. It's one of my. I know 2 other people that collect this person. But I need that.
Well, so you don't like for stuff to be shipped out to you? You don't want to pay the fees?
Oh, don't worry about that. I just figure somebody in person can give me a better deal.
Oh, kind of knock it down. I got you. Yeah, they'll give you a deal. They'll give a deal.
You know, can we get this? I'm probably gonna end up sending them an offer for like 40 and see what they say. But I need that.
Give me a screenshot of this thing. Send me a screenshot of this.
I would have. But now, I really.
Send me the link. Just send me a link and I'm good.
I would have. I really have been like, can we make a deal off eBay? I don't.
Oh, I do that all the time. You think I'm just gonna pay the price?
Mm-hmm.
No. To me, a price listed is a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm asking questions. I'm in my eBay messages. If you're not sending messages, you're just leaving stuff on the table. Especially if we're in a down market. I've sent people messages. I've purchased cars and then sent people a picture of my comp, letting them know I just bought that and things have changed. There are times things don't change. I just gotta know that can happen. How much you want it for? I would say, what, you starting at 40? What you want to do?
Yeah, I'm starting at 40.
Yeah. Out the door.
See, I get it. See, this is what I mean. Like, I get here and I start scrolling and I see that. Then I'm like, oh, well, I don't feel like sending 60, but I go spend 10 on this one or 15 on this one. Oh, that's really nice. Did we hit all the topics tonight?
Oh, let me see. Let me see the list. Oh, Michael Porter Jr. What is he talking about?
Listen, just tell him what happened to his brother.
Why are you telling that story? It just seems like, man, bro, just hold that down. Tap that down, man.
I mean, we know that's common sense, sir. That's common sense. That's how the people get to y'all. You know, you lose all this. Listen. You ain't gotta pay me back. I'm gonna bet on you tomorrow. Just be injured.
And ain't nobody gonna figure this out. We all get paid. We all get 10 G's. Come on, people. NBA schedules are out. We talked about that. Should be some interesting games coming up. I see a lot of OKC on national coverage.
Rightfully so.
I wonder why. So I hear people talking about
you know who not getting out of national games?
Boston. Yeah, I noticed that.
Man,
they're rebuilding.
Jaylen Brown ain't got that star power.
No, he's not. He's not on that level. Indiana may have more national games than they do.
That's crazy.
And Halliburton's hurt. Well, I hear people tell me all the time, man, Shea better be glad Halliburton got hurt.
I can see that point of view.
Big Jon. Come on, bro.
That was a tightly contested game until he got hurt.
Man. No.
I can see that point of view.
I don't see it at all. Well, let me ask you this. Will Halliburton ever be back in the finals?
No.
We don't even know when Halliburton's coming back.
Well, should that series have gone 7?
It wasn't going 7 from the giddy up.
It did go 7.
It went 7? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it shouldn't have went 7.
Shouldn't have went 7. Should have been 6.
It should have been 5.
Yeah,
OKC was that much, but is that much on paper on the court?
Series, is it the talent on the court, or are we milking the profit of these games?
Okay, take this conspiracy hat off.
No, I can't.
Rick Carlisle cost them.
Big Jon,
a game and a half.
We don't know the profit. We don't even know the data. We don't know the profit of each additional game. We don't know that. So if you're telling me, if you put another game and we make $2 million, we're not playing another game? I don't know. I could have a conspiracy hat on. Is Caitlin Clark out?
I guess if the NBA can gamble, the players should be able to gamble too, right?
They should be able to. I don't know why they can't. Is Caitlin Clark done for the season? If so, why don't we just say it?
Is she done for the season?
Yeah, she's done for the season.
I mean, yeah, they're not gonna make the playoff. I mean,
why don't we just say it? Call it wraps.
Kelsey Mitchell's the best player on that team anyway.
Yes.
Sorry, I said it. Have y'all watched? I've watched Fever games. I've watched more WNBA this year than any other time since my grandma was born. My grandma was here when it started. So since the late 90s, early 2000s.
But Big Jon, you're tainted now because you're actually watching the sport and you're just not blindly believing.
I don't understand why Sophie Cunningham cards go for so much.
You know why. You know why.
I said I understand. I said I didn't know why. I don't understand.
Oh, neither do I. I couldn't be in that line. I'm just fine. But that's a whole other conversation. We got to have a whole other conversation as to why. But
Leo Boston.
Indiana has a roster of solid hoopers. even without Turner. Yeah. That's gonna be some guys playing.
And Cameron Brink came back from injury and is balling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna show you a card in Origins that I think should be way more expensive. Well, than what they are. I think people should get on if you collect WNBA. This insert here, this Origins drip insert.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like I think if you collect WNBA, this is an insert you should want.
Yeah.
That's Plum, but they all look really good, and that's the base. And they do sell about between $40 and $50 for your known players. But I think this insert is a dope insert, specific for the women, because they do come dressed for real to play.
When did this start where they showcase how they come to the game? Is that 3 years ago?
Yeah, well,
because I remember WNBA, you never saw how they came to a game. I don't remember that at all. That's Sophie.
Yeah. Over under $75 this card sells for.
Any of these graded?
Huh? These are not graded, no.
No, I'm saying, is there any like that are graded on here?
Let me see.
We got
Chelsea
some
Mitchell auto. Cameron Brink 349.
So Cameron Brink blocking people with two hands.
Mm-hmm.
She has the physical ability to do a lot.
Yeah. Pop 2 of the Cameron Brinks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people aren't grading this insert.
Mm-hmm.
Like Nika Malls went for Pop 6, Pop 5, so low pop stuff.
Hey, I hit you up today. Why aren't people talking about Prison Monopoly anymore?
You know why? It's not the product.
I don't know why we didn't know that then.
I got a couple Andrews Prison Monopolies in a bundle. But I think after October, I'm gonna make some plays on those drip cards for next year.
Okay.
Get them graded, because I mean I think they're gonna be low pop for a long time. But I think if I can get something numbered.
Yeah, you got this Top Dynasty ringing in my head right now. I'm gonna be on this tonight for a little bit. Just checking the thing.
But you know who else nobody's talking about?
Who's that?
The rookie in Seattle, the 7-footer. She's starting the ball too.
Hold up, what is her name?
Starts with a D. Oh, I can't say it.
Hold up.
Dominique Mwanga.
Yeah.
She's 6'6".
19 years old.
Yeah. She is starting the ball.
Okay. Checking out her stats real quick.
I don't know if she has a. She in prison? Yeah. She don't have that many cards either.
See, these are the things that are happening right now. So this is some of the stuff that I've been thinking about. So there are some players that don't have a national treasure or flawless in basketball. And all they have is a prism or a deca.
She don't have a prism yet either. All she has is Panini Instant and the National Silver Pack rookie cards. That's it.
So let's say she becomes that kind of a player. What happens to the value of those cards?
I mean, I hope it's Prism isn't out yet for WNBA, right? No, it is out. What's not out yet?
I still don't understand the WNBA. You can be a top draft pick, get cut, and never get picked up the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's like what Amani say, it's the Hunger Games.
What if the NBA operated like that? Now, I know you got less teams, less roster spots.
Mm-hmm.
What if the NBA operated like that? What are people going to do if Wemby doesn't make it through the season? How does Scoot and Dame, how do they play together when Dame comes back? There's a bunch of questions.
It's a bunch of questions.
Let's say Anthony Edwards makes the playoffs again and get put out. Let's say he doesn't make the playoffs.
I don't know if him and Randall can play together for a full season.
No, they can't. Let's say, what about Ja? Now you sound JJJ, but let's say Ja he doesn't make they don't make the playoffs, or they make it and get put out again. Then what? Zion, have you seen these offseason pictures of Zion?
No.
You haven't. Hold on. Let me show you this.
So I got a question for you.
What?
Sophie Cunningham drip card out of 10. What would you ask for it?
$60.
Huh?
$60.
Out of 10. Go out of 10.
Oh,
Sophie
out of
Cunningham.
10. Oh, so these drips are numbered.
Yeah, they are
Okay,
numbered.
out of 10.
Go out of 10.
300.
Huh?
300.
All right. Oh. Somebody's asking $1,200 for it.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. What's this shit? Hold on.
And they got autos too.
Insert out of 10.
But then you're gonna have a Dewana Bonner auto green go for like $5. People only care about the name. Y'all don't really watch.
No, they're not interested in watching that stuff, man. Hold on here, bro. Let me show you.
Right.
Only because you say you haven't seen these. Check your boy out. Your thoughts, Big Jon? We just chilling. We just.
Bruh, you from South Carolina. Go sit your butt down.
And what is that is that a Z symbol? Like what is that?
Look like a Z.
What's the best of Zion?
Give me a moment.
Wish the best for Zion. I wish the best. Yeah, I think we hit all of our topics. Are there any walk-ons? Anything anybody here wants to talk about? You got about 151 back here. Anything anybody want to talk about? Because we have time. Zion blowed up. I wish him the best. I don't have anything. At some point, you want for people to be able to live their life and to live an abundant life. And I wish that for him. I really do. LaMelo, anybody that's out there. Ja, these are some of the popular names. But there's players that Primo, there's a bunch of players that you can name that you just wish the best for. Guys in the NFL. Even guys trying to get their career started. I mean, like a James Wiseman trying to get his career started. Wish him the best. Got a good opportunity in Indiana. Hopefully he takes the best out of it. And some of the older guys, you know. We just saw Dame. He's at the end of his career, blow his Achilles. You don't wish that on anybody. Jason Tatum. Wise again. Halliburton. There are several other players who have been hurt and lost most of that season last year. You don't wish that on people. So you hope that everyone's doing well. The season, the schedule just came out. You hope that everyone's going to do well throughout the year. You know there's going to be some injuries. Hopefully they're milder than season ending. But sports is it's really about to heat up. We're sitting here on August 12th, but start heating up. Football will be in session soon. We already got preseason. Basketball will be in session soon. It'll be preseason and the regular season. I'm very interested in how OKC manages all of this talent. How do you manage that so guys don't get upset? I'm not playing enough. I'm not getting enough hours. I mean, enough minutes. I'm not touching the ball enough. How do you manage all that? We shall see. Another question I have for people in the hobby is I'm starting to see a lot of Deca cards. I feel like more than I've seen in the past. With the lack of rookies and other product, will Deca be more popular as we go forward? Let me know your thoughts. Also, any shows that people out there are thinking about going to? Any upcoming shows before the end of the year? We have 4.5 months left. And if you do go, what are your goals? Jordan, you talking about Deca? Jordan says he's going to the West Coast Car Show. Jordan, what are you looking for at the West Coast Car Show? In the community, meeting up with people that you know? Are you looking for something in particular? Me, myself, I don't think I'm looking for a lot of cards. Going to be a part of the community. Okay. Jordan is talking about what he's looking for at the West Coast Car Show. WWE and UFC.
What are your thoughts on the Tops boxing product?
Tops Boxing. What is that? Make sure I know what that is.
They come up with a boxing set. You didn't see that?
Walk me through this. I don't want to speak on something.
I'm putting it up.
Oh, boxing. Oh, I saw this. I saw the Mayweather card. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I've always wondered why that's not out there. I saw the Mayweather 101 advertisement.
Mm-hmm. De La Hoya, Tyson Fury, Mike Tyson.
The market is screaming for this stuff. Have you seen a De La Hoya autograph card?
No, I haven't seen one.
Never seen one. So the hobbyist needs this.
Jake Paul autographs.
We haven't seen cards since like Muhammad Ali was and stuff. I mean, this has been a while. Hey, what do you think of the content where you buy 3 or 4 cards, you grade them with multiple companies, and you compare the grade?
Wasted money to tell us something we already know.
Yeah.
Well, as a good content, sure, but you just wasted money to tell us something that we already know. PSA is now grading harder. We know that. Everybody else is kind of in line with their standards of grading.
This is why I think a PSA 9 is going to climb in value. It's going to be hard to get 10s.
But it's got to get there.
Yeah.
Something happened where PSA 9s became the price of Raw and not 8s.
Mm-hmm.
But from a collector standpoint, I can get some very nice cards in a PSA 9 and keep my wallet, at a nice weight.
Yes, you can.
My wallet not too light. Getting these PSA 9s. I'm saying at one point, a year and a half ago, I was buying PSA 9 Kobe Whites, $5 a pop every week on Fanatics Flat. Just every week.
What'd you do with those cards? You still got them?
Oh yeah, they're in the PC. Yeah, they sitting right there in my Kobe White box.
Big Jon making moves, baby. I love to hear it.
I mean, I think
doesn't it feel interesting when you're buying something cheap and you know where it's going?
Mm-hmm.
You know it's climbing.
And I think PSA 9s are great for people with a budget similar to mine that wants the PC stuff. That's where it comes to buy the card, not the grade. Because you can still have, I got a nice Kobe White hoops and some optic collection going on right now. And I just spent the little extra money to get some PSA 10s or PSA 9 autos. Nice little, well budget. We can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Man, you spent $100? You got all this for $100? That's not bad. Whether they're 10s, now we're talking about 253, 54, 55, 50, just because it's a 10.
Yeah.
The card that I'm never gonna singly try to sell. But also, when you're getting under 25, any PSA 9, you still getting a premium on that because it's low number and it's a 9.
Yep. Yeah, I think we've hit all of our topics, Big Jon.
Yep. I think we hit everything.
Now
we just gotta find you a good Shohei.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. I gotta look through this Topps Dynasty stuff, man. That's some sleepers. I think there's some long-term sleepers here.
We got any upcoming guests?
No, we don't. I need to work on that. I was thinking about that today. I need to start working on that, getting some people.
It's been cool just to we do.
I think so too. I think it's a good rhythm. I was gonna reach out to some Pokemon people, and I'll let you know. I will let you know who I'm reaching out to. If you reach out to someone, do the same, and then we'll space people out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some WWE people on. Let's talk. Look at this Shohei. You're gonna like this.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. 2020 on card.
Nice 3-color patch.
What does it sell for? Like, I gotta find out, what is this stuff selling for?
Let's see. We're gonna get Carl out of working next week. Hell or high water.
Oh, these aren't cheap.
2,000.
Yeah.
One sold. Let's see.
Some of the stuff is 13,000. And notice that none of this stuff is graded. Very little of it is actually graded. It's still in.
That's the 2 out of 10. So the 5 out of 10 sold for 2,000. No, the 5 out of 10 is at 2,000 with 2 days left to go in 23 bids. The 7 out of 10, which is a 4-color patch, is asking for 5.5. The 10-10, which is another 3-color patch, somebody's got it down from 7,000 to just under 5,000.
Yeah, this stuff is going to. There's some Otanis that you're naming off right now. There's out of 10 here. That's the same card you're kind of looking at. That just sold for $43.50 with 40.
Yeah, the 6 out of 10, which is the exact same card.
Yeah.
Exact same patch.
Yeah.
Different number card, but the exact same patch.
Yeah. So that's sold for $43.50 with 41 bids. Where is this card 5-10 years from now?
And for that, you got to go back, look at go back to 2020 Topps Dynasty, see where it's at. All right, so it's 2020 Topps Dynasty. Out of 10 is asking for 4,600. So when you buying cards that's this expensive on eBay, shouldn't it automatically be free delivery?
It should be, but it's not. I just think Ohtani stuff is about to just go through the roof. I think in the next 4 or 5 years.
Just know, FD, whatever dynasty you buy, don't expect the PSA 10 out of it.
No, I'm not. Like I said, I'm seeing most of the stuff that's selling. It's not even graded. It's not graded. Yeah.
Yo. Okay. People slick. I'm telling you. People are real slick. If you don't take the time to read everything, they will get you. So, first glance at that title.
Ricky Relic card, Chaser, Hot Patch. So when I see Pack, I know it's not this card.
It's not. It is literally a repack.
Yeah.
But
so
how do I?
Yeah.
How
when
do I have a chance to hit
price and you see Pack in the title, it's not happening.
But how do I have a chance to hit that card? In the actual card, I thought I seen up out of 7 for sale by itself. But the actual out of 7 is for sale by somebody else.
So where did they get this picture from?
So I took that picture. That's the exact same picture. That's the exact same picture, FD. They just took that. They completely just took that picture and put it on their listing.
This is what happens out here.
Yeah. Woo! And if there's a way to get one over, they gonna figure it out.
This is why I don't mess with repacks, man. But I appreciate those who do. I just can't. I can't see it.
All right, FD.
It's been a pleasure, Big Jon. It's always a pleasure.
Night.
Wanted to appreciate everyone that's been here to be involved in these conversations. It's always a great time. We still have people here. I mean, it's good. Thank you all. Thank you all. Appreciate you.
Should we should probably do something for opening night. Opening night of NBA.
Yeah, we should.
Should probably do something.
Down with that.
Go live, talk and watch party for a quarter or two.
Yeah. You wanna do ring night? What do you want to do? We can do
ring night.
We can decide. Watch a little ring night. See what these bedazzles look like.
All right, let's get out of there. Appreciate you guys. Jordan, Journey. We had AI. We had Smoothness. Brendan. I appreciate you guys stopping by.
Jordan, West Coast Power Show.
Feed the Gods.
Feed the Gods is in the house. Brendan in the house. Ernie coming through. Smoothness. Getting your smoothness on. Big Jon, tell your family that we all say hello.
Same.
Yes. Enjoy your day tomorrow and your week, sir.
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow.
Oh. Getting dangerous. I'm off on Friday.
Long weekend.
Well,
you don't work weekends, right?
What's that, sir?
You don't work weekends, right?
No, sir.
What was that work week?
What was that character on Fat Albert that always used to do that?
I don't remember.
Weird Hair or something? I can't remember.
That was before my time.
Oh, see, you're a young guy, man. I used to come up after school and watch syndication on that thing.
Hey.
Hey. Teaching life lessons. Just breaking it down to you. Big Jon, you have a good one, bro. I don't want to keep
You have a good one.
Peace. Talk to you all. Keep rolling, people. And don't stop. Hey, one thing. If you're on a live, actually in the live, don't just stop the live. Peace. Keep rolling.